So okay, so the theme, turning the car around. I'll be your learner who's not done this before.
Okay.
Should we say this is the first go at manoeuvring that we've ever done? I've not even reversed the car yet.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's all a bit new.
Yes.
We think about location.
Nice and quiet.
Good location.
Perfect location, I'd say.
It's very good. So for the point of the video,
Yeah.
you don't know they won't know what this looks like. What we're on like an industrial estate area. It's Saturday. It's very quiet. We've just got, all we've seen in this road is 2 other learner cars. So it's a popular spot with manoeuvres. It's quite a wide road. We've got a junction on our right, which is, how would you describe that? It's got a gated junction.
It's gated,
They haven't built what's going to be in that road, so it's like a lay-by to the right. And on the left, there is a junction with a building, and that is a building that's closed on a Saturday. So that would be gated and shut.
Yeah.
So we've got a road that we could do turning the road. We've got a road we could do U-turns.
Yeah.
We've got roads that we could reverse around corners to the left and to the right.
Perfect.
It is perfect. And at the end of the road is, again, how would you describe that? A big mound of earth.
Just a mound, you can't go any further.
It's a dead end.
Yeah.
No through road. We can't proceed. So cars coming into this road will come from behind. That's it.
Yeah.
So in terms of, for you, training, this is good for you because you'll have time to get your words out, think about things without impacting other people. I mean, but there might be other people and we will need to still have a way of dealing with that. But yeah, it's very good for you for a first time to instruct on these manoeuvres, to give you time. And also, likewise, if you had a learner that's never manoeuvred, it would be a good place because they're not going to be under pressure to do it, so they can take their time. As like a nursery route for introducing manoeuvres. And of course, once I've done it here as a learner, you could take me then to other places, more realistic places where I would practically turn the car around, like when I've passed my test, sort of, you know, dealing with other traffic. And right, so perfect nursery route training area for introducing a manoeuvre.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes, it's very good. So so I know you always prepare your lessons, so you've got your visual
got my visual
presenter.
aids,
You've got it open on the turning the road.
Yes.
Now the lesson theme for this is how I would approach this with my learners, is to say the theme of the lesson is to turn the car around and then discuss with them, well, how would we do that? What options have we got? Because the turning the road is just one way of many, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Like we said, we could do U-turns.
U-turn.
Left or right.
Yeah.
We could
3-point turn.
Reverse around corners.
Yeah.
Into side roads. Yeah. If the road was wide enough, we could literally just do a big U-turn.
Yeah.
On a straight road, but this isn't. We need to think about a location that is safe, legal, convenient.
Yes.
To do it. So the people understands why they can't do it. One-way streets, where there's signs that say no U-turns.
Yes. Yeah.
If there were solid white lines down the middle of the road, for example, or just near a busy junction, things like that, so that the pupil sort of really understands the theme of how or what options they've got to turn the car around. So if they're in a situation that they need to do this, they make good choices. Yeah. And they understand what they can do, what they can't do, and how to do it. And I know, we will be looking at.
So that'll be good to look at this and just show them exactly what a sign looks like. Obviously, they'll should be practicing that on their
so you've got your no U-turn sign there.
Yeah, and you wouldn't do a reverse in the road with that, then, would you?
Or that no entry.
No entry.
Couldn't reverse into a no entry because we're a one-way street.
Exactly. Yeah.
So so lots to think about in this lesson.
Yes.
So, because what a lot of instructors would do, or they used to, because the turning the road has now been taken out of the test.
Yes.
And some instructors may have felt being guilty of just teaching people to pass the test. So, today we need to do a turn in the road because it's in the test.
Yeah.
This is how you do it. And this is what the examiner's looking for.
Yeah.
And if you do that, you'll pass your test. Like as if the only reason we're doing this is to pass a test.
Yeah.
And that's not the reason we're doing this. We're thinking about the test is just 40 minutes of their driving career. And then they've got what? Well, if you Prince Philip, 97, just give up his license. 17 to 97.
Yeah.
So 8 years.
Yeah.
80 years potentially.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you going to do with that? And that's what we're getting through. So there's they've got the skills, knowledge, understanding to make good, sound decisions.
Yes, that's great.
And so when you do your briefing, bring in options of how how could we turn the car. If we've driven down here, it's no through road. We've made a mistake. Right, sat nav saying do a U-turn. What are you going to do? What options? Because this is why this is a good setting, because we've got all the options presented in front. Lovely, really good location to do that. And then you can discuss with your people how we can do it. Then you can steer them, say, well, we can do them all, and let's start with the turn in the road. I'll be like, all right, as if we didn't have the two junctions and that, so we can explore each option and get the practical skills to turn the car around safely, legally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you think it should be in the test?
Do I think it should be in the test?
Yeah, in the part, not in the driving test, because like you say, if it wasn't to teach it and they came down this situation, they wouldn't even know what to do, would they?
Well, that's a very good question. Should it be in the test? It doesn't have to be. The test is just testing the tip of the iceberg. Our job as instructors is the whole iceberg.
Yeah.
To teach them how to drive.
Okay.
So we should be still teaching this.
Still, yes.
We should still teach them to reverse around corners. We should do turning the road, U-turns. We should drive in cul-de-sacs and say, right, how are you going to get out of this? How are you going to do this?
Yeah.
Because that's what driving's about, isn't it?
Yeah.
To drive in the real world.
Yeah, definitely.
And not just to pass a test.
Yeah.
So do you know why they've removed it from the test? What was sort of the thinking behind removing because they removed the turn in the road and reversing around a corner from the driving test end of 2017.
I want to say because of I would say time it takes to do it, or because it's not that long of a test, or safety.
It's a safety issue.
Yeah.
The Driving Standards Agency, their primary goal is to promote safe driving, isn't it?
Yeah.
Reduce the number of road deaths in the UK year on year, which is currently under 2,000. It's not good if you know one of them people.
Yeah.
Or are one of them people.
Mm-hmm.
But it's come down significantly.
Okay.
And they want it down further. And so the test is 40 minutes, and they're thinking, okay, they must have risk assessed that and thought, well, how many people have had a fatal collision doing a manoeuvre and turning the road? Not many.
No.
So they thought, well, most people are dying on rural roads, faster moving roads.
Yeah.
But because of the manoeuvres, the test is sort of not given them an opportunity to get out to those areas, because they've got to get in the time they've got to go and find somewhere to do a reverse around the corner, find somewhere to do a turn in the road. So they're taking them into 30 limits housing estates to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so they thought, okay, well, where are all the deaths? That's where we need to be testing them on faster moving roads. So let's get them out, and they introduced a 20-minute sat-nav drive on faster moving roads.
Yeah.
So now the routes changed dramatically,
mm-hmm.
And they sort of said goodbye to the housing estates.
Okay.
So not completely. I mean,
No.
they still do areas in there where you've got to deal with parked cars and all that. And so that's what they've done. But it's not because they didn't want to extend the time, so that would have a big impact.
Yeah.
So they thought, well, what can we do if we get them out onto faster roads? They introduced like parking, so they might go into a Tesco's, a supermarket, and get a in mid test, just get them in, do a
because that's
bay
reality,
park, get them out, and also the parking on the right, pull up on the right, reverse back a couple of car lengths. The reverse, so it counts as a manoeuvre. Have to reverse at least two car lengths to sort of legally make that a valid driving test as part of a manoeuvre. So they adapted the test to get people out to faster roads, because that's where the problems are.
Okay.
But we as instructors still need to teach them the full syllabus. Just because they've moved it out of test doesn't mean we've removed it from our teaching.
Okay.
Because people still need to know how to, these skills. So there you go. The history of the the big background as to why that changed.
Okay, cool. That's good.
Okay, so how did you want to play it? Did you want me to go into role and you deliver your plan?
Well, I'll go into role, and then to see what I know already, and then if we then talk about that, and then you give me some pointers, and then I'll redo it again. Is that all right? Yeah. We do that. Cool. Yeah.
And I just ask a couple of questions about. I'm just delving into your plan. Before you deliver it, just sort of see key skills for me to manoeuvre. Are you thinking along those lines of breaking this manoeuvre down into 3 sort of key skill areas?
As in like clutch control.
Or coordination of controls.
Awareness. Can we do that?
Observations. Do you know what the other one is?
Planning.
Accuracy.
Okay.
So when we look at manoeuvres,
judging,
we're really thinking, what skills do you need to perform a manoeuvre? You need good control, coordination of control. You need good all-round effective observations. And the accuracy, well, for a turn in the road,
you don't want to be hitting the curbs.
Don't hit the curbs, and try and do it in as few shunts as possible.
As long as it's safe, though. You can take longer, but as long as it's safe to do it.
Well, we want a safe, legal location. In a road like this, I want to do this in 3 shunts. That would be a target, because that would be ineffective otherwise. It's not really very accurate.
No.
It's because I could easily do it in this road. It's quite wide. In 3 shunts. So that's really, we need those skills for the learner to sort of be able to do this. And they're the skills we're working on in any manoeuvre. So it's just a nice little way to break it down. We can think about, so they're sort of transferable skills, because I might have some of these skills. Hopefully I should have. Like, for example, coordination of control. If I've come up to T-junctions and I can peep and creep, how do I do that? What am I doing with my feet? Because I don't shoot out, do I? I've got to be on the bike. So if I've got those skills, and that would be a good prerequisite. Have I reversed before? So
we need to just have.
Well, let's say I haven't, because we could do a little straight reverse here before we get into it.
Okay.
And where will I look? And those sort of things. So, shall we give it a go? And
let's give it a go.
So you go through what you've planned, and then, like I say, we can have a little debrief and get into it all.
Okay.
So I would have just driven here, wouldn't I? So I'm going to go back into my little. As if I've driven. Cockpit and all that. And if my seatbelt's on, if I did have to move, then we could, because normally this would be done in a residential area, wouldn't it? Maybe driveways. someone might be trying to back out of a driveway here, and we're right in their way, so we might have to move.
Question for you: if you know, like, you're allowed to take your belt off if you're reversing in a test, would a learner be allowed to take their belt off if they wanted to? Or is it,
okay, forget the test.
Yeah.
What's the highway code say?
You can take your seatbelt off if you're reversing.
So in a test, could they?
But in your part 2, somebody said to me, I don't know if it's completely true, that you wasn't allowed to take it off if you were reversing.
Well, try and forget the test. It's what's in the highway code.
Yeah, it says you can.
So we can.
So we can. Okay, that's good.
Can we drive off without it afterwards?
No.
No.
Definitely not. Okay.
Or you'll be in trouble.
You will be in trouble.
So the Driving Standards Agency follow the rules, the laws, and are looking for those to be applied in a driving test, because they're the law.
Yeah.
They don't have a different set of standards to the rest of us.
Yeah.
They're the same standards. So if you can legally reverse without a seatbelt,
you can do it. Yeah. Okay, shall we start? Good.
Yeah. Right. So I did everything that I wanted.
Okay. Yeah.
Arrived at location. Here we are.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm in roll, then whenever you're ready.
Howard, today, obviously we spoke about doing the turning road. So we've arrived at the location now. Now there's different ways of turning in the road. Can you tell me what ways you think they could be?
To turn round?
Yeah, how could you turn round?
Well, obviously I've been a passenger in a car. Oh, what, if I drove down here?
Drove down there. See, that's a dead end and you need to turn round.
Because while we were waiting here, there was that other car that came in, that little blue car. He sort of swung it round in that junction. I noticed that when I was...
So when he swung it out, do you think that was good for him to do that? Because do you know what the highway code says about reversing out onto the main road?
He just drove and did like a U-turn.
I thought he reversed a bit out onto the road, but
I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I just saw him drive in and loop it round and went out the other way.
All right. So do you know which ways what we could do? So you saw that, and what else?
Well, is that okay? Are you allowed to do that? I'm not.
You can do a loop round, but you wouldn't. If that was like you turned into that junction and you reversed out onto the main road.
Can you show me on a picture what you mean? I'm not sure.
Let's go back onto. It's got a right turn.
Just any junction would do. If you look at the back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because this picture here.
It's exactly the same.
It's just like what we've got.
Yeah.
In front of us now.
Okay.
Apart from it's a dead end there, isn't it?
Yeah. So if this was your car.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you decided, I've made a wrong turn, so I want to turn round. Yeah. If you was to turn in here, and then reverse out here.
Yeah, I've seen people do that.
Do you think that's?
Yeah, I was in a taxi the other day.
Yeah.
And he did that. Yeah.
Okay. Is that legal to do that?
Well, I assume it is. A taxi driver did it. Yeah.
The answer to that is no. You should never reverse out onto a main road.
Oh, God, really?
Yeah.
Well, I think my parents reverse out of their driveway.
They can drive onto the road. They have to do that. But if you're coming from a major road into,
so you are allowed to reverse out your driveway. You can
yeah, you can.
Oh right, okay.
If you're driving into your driveway.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Right. But if you're just turning right off the main road onto a minor road, it's not good to what's saying. What could you reckon could happen if you were to reverse out onto that main road like that?
Well, if someone was going to come in,
coming down there,
I don't think it's going to win. They'd be like, "What are you doing?"
Or it could. They might not see you. Too late, and they can hit you, can they?
All right, that makes sense. So I'm not allowed to reverse out of a side road into a main road.
Okay. Also about turning in the road. Have you heard of a 3-point turn before?
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen your mum or dad do one of those?
Not really.
No. Okay, so we're going to practice that today. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But let me just go on to the turning road. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be obviously starting on this side of the road.
Yeah.
Okay, and the objective is to turn the vehicle around. So we are going to turn the vehicle to the right up to this curb. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once we're at this place here, we're going to then reverse back onto that road there. Okay, so
I see.
it's going to be like that, and then you can then drive off.
What, up the wrong side of the road?
No, and obviously then you'd have to make sure that you're checking your mirrors if you're crossing that road.
So I go forwards there, then reverse up here and drive up here? Or?
Go across here.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, so but you'd need to be checking your mirrors obviously to make it sure it's safe to move over onto the left. Alright?
Okay, right, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Also, do you know any other way you can do your turning the road? Or
What, to turn the car around,
yeah,
do you mean?
turn the car around, yeah. Have you heard of a U-turn?
That's what we were talking about, wasn't it? Going up.
Yeah.
That's what that car did before, didn't you? To swing it around. Is that a U-turn? Is that a U-turn?
If you swing it in the road in one go, that's a U-turn. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You see, it's like a U. Do you know when?
Yeah.
Have you got? Can I just use that?
Yeah.
Do you know when you shouldn't be doing U-turns? When do you think you shouldn't be U-turns?
I don't think you'd be able to do one if it is a one-way street.
One-way street, that's correct. And do you know what a sign looks like for no U-turn? Can you remember having a look at?
Yeah, it's a round sign.
So if I show you some signs here, can you just tell me which one you think?
Oh, that one.
That one. That's it. That's correct.
Well, like
well done.
The upside, like an N.
Yeah.
Upside down, you with a cross through it.
Yeah. So you've established that you shouldn't do it in can't do it in a one-way street. And why do you think you shouldn't do it in a one-way street?
Be illegal, wouldn't it?
Be illegal.
You'd be driving up the wrong way.
You'd be driving up the wrong way. That's correct. Yeah. Okay, that's good.
I wouldn't do that.
No. Wow. So would you like to try that? Give it a go.
What one? Do a U-turn?
Should we do the 3-point turn first? Or do you want to, it's up to you. Which one would you like to try first?
Yeah, well, I'll do the one you showed me. Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, whatever you.
Okay, we do the 3-point turn. Yeah. Okay, so you haven't done reversing yet, have you?
No.
So obviously, in this manoeuvre, we need to learn how to reverse.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
So should we practice doing the reverse move here?
Yeah. That'd be good.
Reversing. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So just tell me when we're reversing, what mirrors should we be checking?
Imagine all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, checking them all. Yeah. And okay, so obviously we need to know how. Do you know how to get into reverse? Obviously, don't do it now, but do you know how you do it?
I've not put it in reverse before, but it says it's over here.
Okay.
To the left and up.
Yeah. You just got So with this one, all you do is you push it down, and then over to the far left.
Okay, alright, can I try?
You go, give that a go.
No, I didn't realise that went down.
No.
Oh, it beeps.
And that
beeps,
and that's giving you an indication just to let you know that it's in the reverse gear. Because what you could do, you could pretend that you might not push it over far enough or put it down. You might go into first gear. Yeah, and obviously
so
if you do that, push it down.
Beep.
Hear the beep.
That's good. Yeah, right.
Be ready. Yeah. So we also need to, you know, when we do moving on and off, you know, and we're doing the clutch control, yeah, we're going to need to do that when we're doing the reversing.
But when I move off?
Yeah, when we're going to be reversing, you know, when we're reversing, we're going to be using your clutch control, to slowly move backwards to control the car, because obviously if you would lift it up really quickly, you could
It's a wave to him. It's my mate.
Yeah.
I think I'd be rude if I didn't wave to him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. If you put it up too quickly, you'd be stalling, going backwards. Yeah. But also, if you do it too quickly, also you could be reversing very quickly. You need to have control.
So bring the clutch up slowly.
With a little bit of gas. Yeah.
So like when I move up,
yeah,
so
when you move
gas goes down, clutch comes up.
Yeah, clutch. Yeah, slowly.
And then we're off. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you feel you're going too fast, you can put the clutch back down.
Brake.
Again.
Oh, put it down again.
Put the clutch down again, just to slow you down a little bit. Yeah. Just so you're doing a little bit of this.
Okay. I've not done that before. I normally brake when I want to slow down. Yeah, clutch down, brake, stop. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Just to give you a bit of control. Okay. If you want to stop, then obviously you put your foot on the brake. Yeah. And the clutch down. Okay. Should we give that a go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, do it now?
Yeah, just do it.
Okay. Oh. So I'll start.
Yeah.
Handbrake neutral.
Yeah, that's right.
Start.
Yeah. So cover
so
your
put it down.
cover your foot with the right foot with the gas pedal.
That's
reverse, that's it.
At the beep.
Okay, hear the beep. Now, just keep your hand on the handbrake.
Yeah.
Just check your blind spots. Yeah. Okay. Just be looking in your mirrors as well. Okay, when we're doing this. Now slowly bring your left clutch foot up. Slowly.
Would like get going.
You just get the biting point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Feel that? Yeah. Okay. Now. Okay. Now release the handbrake. No. Okay. Now. Okay. Put your foot on the brake now. That's it. Big touch now.
Oh.
That's it. Okay. Right, let's do that again. So we've got to cover the brake. Okay, put your foot on the brake. That's it. Clutch down.
Parking mode disabled.
Okay. Do you want to just try that again? Do you want to put your handbrake on? Put it into neutral just for a second.
Put into neutral.
Yeah. Because where we're situated now, I think we need to drive forward a little bit.
Yeah, there's a jump. There's
a little turn.
There's a junction there.
Yeah.
It's blocked. It's not. It's like it's a gated junction, isn't it? So no one's...
Because we're going to be running out of space. Do you want to just go forward a little bit? Okay, just drive forward a little bit.
Drive forward, you?
Yeah, like you normally would.
Right.
You know how to do that, don't you?
I normally use my palm routine.
Yeah, that's great. Check your mirrors.
Right, and I look.
Yeah, good. Okay, just pull up again. Where we were before. Yeah. Okay. Make it come to a stop. Make the car safe. Okay. Should we try that again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to go. I'll go out of roll just for a minute.
Yeah, out of roll. Yeah. Cool.
I've realised what I've done is that I need to tell you to touch the brake. You need to have the brake to control it, because with this car you can actually move away or move reverse without even touching the gas, can you?
Well, let's just try something.
Okay.
Can you, if you put your
pad
away,
yeah,
because whilst the car's moving,
yeah, I shouldn't really have that on there.
Do you really want
all
that
pins,
really?
No.
Paraphernalia.
Yeah, of course.
Because you've just got to be in control, haven't you?
Yeah.
So, because there's some things we've got to talk about with what we just did, the safety aspects of it. But could you demonstrate using your... You haven't got a gas, have you?
No.
Just with your clutch.
Yeah.
Can you just show me what you want me to do?
Yeah, okay. We're going to move back.
And just think about who's looking where we're going, because I wasn't.
No.
Were you?
Yeah, slightly in the mirror.
Okay. So we could see what was in that little side road?
No.
No. Again, why?
Yeah.
We've got not a no risk zone, but low because it's gated.
Yeah.
And I have got a little eye in that mirror. I can see. I mean, I'm not going to to the video appear like, oh my God, no one's looking at the back here. Who's in control of that?
Yeah.
Because it's dangerous, isn't it, when no one's looking?
No. So would I when we're doing this removal, would I turn and look?
No. Who's driving?
You are.
Who should look at the back?
You should be.
Was I?
No.
So that's we're going to get to that.
Yeah. Okay.
We need to sort that out.
Yeah.
So but just this control element. If I start the engine.
Yeah.
Can you just show me how you want the car to move?
Okay, we're gonna.
So you're going to do it.
Okay.
You just drive it. You just demonstrate what you want this car to be going like. So now that's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's much different.
Yeah.
Looking. I'm looking now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
if you come to a stop there, so you've just demonstrated what the
and
clutch.
that's not what I told you.
So if you think about what you told me to do compared to what you did just then,
it wasn't the same.
Different.
Completely different. Yeah. It makes you realise.
So it's the devil's in the detail and what exactly you want me to do.
Yeah.
So now you've just done that. How would you describe what you just did to me?
Okay.
What did you do?
What I done is I put my foot on the clutch and I hovered over the brake and I was releasing the clutch so the car would move, and then I would, to control how fast we were going, I was touching the brake, and if I had to stop I'd then put the clutch back on.
Alright, okay. Do it without the brake, don't touch the brake. See if you can move me and stop me without touching that brake.
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Because I bet, and you haven't got a gas pedal, so there's no gas. The engine's just ticking over.
Oh God.
So yeah, you pop it in reverse. We'll have a look, make sure it's safe.
Yeah.
It's safe.
Yeah.
How did it stop without the brake? How are you going to stop it rolling forwards?
To get a biting point.
Biting point. So get to the bite.
Yeah.
Raise your clutch like a millimetre and keep your foot still there.
Yeah.
And down up a millimetre. Hold it there. Hold it and dip the clutch a millimetre. Balance the car on the clutch. So that there, you don't need the brake now, do you?
No.
And then once you've got your foot there, you can just dab the brake to stop it rolling once you depress the clutch. Because if you depress the clutch now, I think we might just roll a little bit. No, it's not enough of a slope because it's pretty flat here. Yeah, it could do.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's just kind of getting you in tune with what you actually do, because it can get lost in translation.
Yeah.
You know, experienced drivers might just, like mum and dad taking their son, daughter out for a lesson, might just say, put it in second gear. Whereas if they haven't done that before, we have to think about, well, actually, what's involved in that? Your right foot's got to come off your gas.
Yes.
Clutch's got to go all the way to the floor.
Yeah.
You've got to palm it second gear without looking at it. And you've got to bring that clutch up smoothly. Then once that, you're going to apply the gas back gently.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite a lot.
Yes, it is.
Of detail just to get to second. So like just the same as this, when you're teaching it, you just think, what exactly do I need? What do I do?
Yeah.
And then you can teach or learn that.
Okay.
So bringing the clutch with a little bit of gas and bringing the clutch up, because I said, didn't I?
Yeah.
All right, so it's like when I move forward. So I get the bite, cover the gas, and then I bring the clutch up all the way. Yeah. Gas goes down, and that's what I did.
You're going too
fast. That's
not
what we wanted, is
no.
it? It's too quick. Clutch is fully engaged in reverse gear, which is a powerful gear. Yeah. Like fast. We can go off like quick, can't we?
We can go quick, you're right.
And with a little bit of gas, whoop.
Yeah. So no gas at all.
Mistake. And in roll, I could have potentially made it a bit more hairy.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to because of safety.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Of course.
You know, and because no one's looking out the back, I wouldn't feel
safe.
It would be a good thing to do. So you did all that without the gas, without the brake. You can just use the clutch. So that's kind of we want to focus on that clutch.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's sort of part of the control part.
Yeah.
And then we talked about no one's looking at the back.
Mm-hmm.
You said, and what was the instruction you give me? What was I instructed to do?
To look all around.
Yeah, you said look in your mirrors.
Yeah, but I didn't
and
say
check your blind spots.
Yeah.
I went.
Yeah, and that was it.
I was back to the mirrors.
Yeah.
The reversing.
Yeah.
Did you do that in your part 2 when you did a bit of reversing?
No.
Why not?
Because you're supposed to be checking all around.
Yeah, well, why is that then? Why
Just
why
safety?
Yeah. But what if I said, well, I can see everything in the mirrors. Everything's good.
Yeah, but
why bother craning my neck?
Because you might not. You can't see your blind spots, can you?
Like,
You can't see that vehicle possibly coming out of the driveway, can you?
Exactly. So so I should be looking at the back. So let's just sort of, if we go, should we just sort of go from the beginning and look, because we can look, we haven't talked about the briefing.
Yeah.
Also, so we can look at the briefing.
Yeah.
And then we can look at breaking it down into those skills.
Okay.
And then we're gonna have another little go at it.
Another go, yeah, of course.
So just gonna leave the ignition on, just
Yeah.
so the battery powers that thing.
Okay.
Right. Okay, cool. So I'm just wondering, how would it benefit? I'm just thinking of options here,
Okay.
because I've done demonstrations before. I don't know if you're a fan of demonstrations or not, but I could demo the briefing, and that little,
do that.
the little lesson.
Yeah, that's what I want you to do, just so I can
that
do it,
help?
because I don't think I handled that very well at all.
Well,
I don't know what I really had to say, so I'll see.
by doing it and having a go is good.
Yeah.
You've had a go, and then from that you think, oh yeah, it's actually like the things we've talked about.
And now you're going to simplify it for me.
So let's hope so.
You will, I know you will.
So to make it more realistic, shall we swap? And I go in the instructor. You become the pupil.
Yeah.
And I will do a little briefing.
Yeah.
And then we'll get you to do a turn in the road.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
If you're happy with that.
Yeah.
There you go. Cheers. Jumping there, young man.
Thank you. Young. Friend for life. You call me up.
Right, I'm not enrolled. That was a joke. A failed joke. Okay, so get yourself set up as if you've just driven here, okay? And I'm gonna borrow your little book.
Got a pen down there.
Yeah, I'll have that. Actually, I might just change the visual aid and use like a rather than a 2D image or having to draw, I might use some objects to simulate turning the car out.
Okay.
Just to make it a little bit different. Just something I do. Just makes it saves drawing all the car in the different shapes and things. So, but I will need this for junctions. So yeah, that little U-turn, that would be handy. I'll rub that out before we get going. So it's started. Get my little visual aids sorted out, and I will in a minute. Yeah, and so I'll have that, and let's just put my clipboard in the back. So are you all set up as if you've driven here? So when we drive, you'll be ready to drive. You've got all your mirrors set.
Yeah, all mirrors set.
Where you want. You check your clutches in. You've got your seat in the right position.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're happy, yeah?
I'm happy.
Did you adjust your head restraint? That's it. So right, so we would have done all the cockpit job out. You know, we're not in roll. You'd have just got here done. And so I've driven you down this street, and I'd start the lesson. So I'd say, right, Abdul, we've come down here. This is the location we're going to be using today, because the theme of the lesson is turning the car around. Okay, so let's imagine, I don't know, you passed your test, driven down here. Maybe your sat nav got you down here, or you just got lost. Okay, and looking at that road, you can see. I mean, how would we get out of this road?
The only way we could do is turn around.
Yes, it's a no through road, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've come down here, and it's like, oh right, okay. So if you've driven down a street like this, and you've realised that you're going to need to turn the car around, what options have you got here to turn the car around and go back out the other way? What would you do?
Use the road and go round.
Okay, I've got a little picture here, so just so we're clear what we're doing. So let's say, ignore that little red car, what he's doing. So if we're here, actually, let's just give you the pen.
Yeah.
So just draw a line of the path you would take. So we've got the junction on the right, we've got junction on the left. This is the no through road here. So what would you do?
I think I'd possibly go along here and then swing around there.
Okay.
Like that. And then come out that way.
Good. Now, is that a legal manoeuvre, do you think?
I think that's okay to do that.
That's good. So you know what that manoeuvre's called?
A U-turn.
U-turn. That's it. Good. So we could do a U-turn. What about this junction on the right? Could you do this? Could you go round and do what that little red car's done in there and swing it round on the right junction?
If it was like the road I can see, yeah.
You could do. So we could do U-turns either in junctions on the left or the right, couldn't we? As an option to turn around. So there's some advantages with that option. Is that to turn the car around using either of those options, did you have to reverse the car?
No.
No. So what's the advantage, do you think, of not having to reverse the car?
Time.
Yeah.
And safety.
Yeah, what's the risk of reversing? What is that? Because you say safety.
Yeah.
How is it safer to not reverse?
If you reverse, you can't always see you can see what's behind you, but there could be something coming up behind you.
Exactly. So if you have a look at the back of the car now, just directly through there.
Yeah.
So have you got some quite big blind spots with just the structure of the car? You've got these are A posts, and you've got B posts in the middle and the C posts at the back.
Yeah.
Creates quite.
The B post is quite wide, isn't it?
Yeah. So using a combination of mirrors and direct observation, you kind of see, but it's not as good as that view, is it?
No.
These little A posts are thin, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you get a good old view going forward. Cars are designed to go kind of forwards, aren't they?
Yeah.
With good vision. Just look up there, that little white car.
Yeah.
Look at that nice little demonstration.
Yeah. I see.
Of one of the options that we could choose. So once we started to introduce reversing, we increase our risk, don't we?
Yeah.
And then also, if we'd consider whether it would be safe to do a U-turn in this junction. If it was a busy junction, cars coming out or cars following us from behind, might not be a good option, mightn't it?
No, that's right.
Because the car behind, if you were signalling to go left in there and then going to swing it around, he might hear haze, and how is he going to know you're going to do that?
No, it's not.
So it's an option if it's quiet and we've assessed each junction, and that's something we're looking at. But we will look at doing that as one of an option, and we'll cover that today in the lesson a little bit later on. Okay, and how to do that safely.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the U-turn option. How else could you turn? Is there any other options we can have, bearing in mind that this road's like closed off there?
Turning in the centre of the road. Using the whole of that road just to do.
Show me what you mean.
We just go, obviously. Just should we say that's not there?
Let's say get rid of that junction. Okay. Imagine that's a straight road.
You could go like that.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Do you know what they call that?
Is it called a 3-point turn?
That's it. Do you know why it's a 3-point turn?
Because it's done in 3 manoeuvres.
3 shunts. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Very good. So that's an option, isn't it? To do a often called 3-point turn, turning the road as a manoeuvre.
Yeah. Can you do it in more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think you might need to do it in more?
Because the road might be small.
Yeah, if the road's narrow.
Yeah.
If the road was so narrow that you thought you'd have to do it in multiple shunts, would that be a safe place, safe, legal, convenient place to do that?
No. But if that was my only option, then obviously I'd have to do it.
Yeah. So, for example, if you was in a narrow country road, and there's a flood or a tree's blown over, and there's an accident, the police have shut that road. You might have to do that, mightn't you? That might be. That's your only option. There's no junctions to the left or the right, and it's narrow.
Yeah.
You have to do a multiple shunts to get the car round.
Of course.
Yeah. So we'd only do that in that extreme situation because there is no other option.
Yeah. Okay.
Good. So they used to call it a 3-point turn in terms of the old test. That's where that come. But they changed it to turning the road because they didn't want to specify how many shunts you're allowed. As long as you could do it safely, use all the road, do it safe and convenient. That'd be all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what other options might we have? There is one more option we've got.
Is it reversing it round, or?
Yeah.
Or.
So let's say.
Or could I go in there and reverse that out?
No.
No. Why can't I reverse that out?
If you drive in there and reverse out, imagine cars coming here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the car's going to turn into that road. Let's say there's hedges and obstructions here. Would they see you?
No.
No. So reversing from a minor road to a major road is not legal. It's illegal.
It's illegal. It's illegal.
Yeah.
What about if you're coming off your driveway onto that, reversing it out?
Same. Can't do it.
You're not allowed to do it.
Well, people do, don't they? You've probably seen this.
See it all the time.
See it all the time. People drive forwards into their driveways, and then in the morning, when their car's frosted up, misted up, they reverse out onto a main road. So what's the risk of reversing your car out of a driveway into a main road?
The car could be coming.
Yeah, and can you see? Because we talked about that.
No, that's right.
What if you had a van? What if you bought a van one day?
Yeah.
But now what can you see? Imagine a box van. What would you say? Nothing.
Nothing. No.
All you'd have is, you wouldn't even have a mirror there, would you? You'd have that mirror and that mirror.
That's right.
And people do it.
Yeah.
Don't know, people
but
do
you
that.
said, you said it's illegal. Would you get?
Yeah, reversing it into a main road is not a safe manoeuvre.
Okay.
If you caused a collision, who do you think the insurance company are going to put at fault for that?
It would be the driver.
Yeah.
Of the vehicle.
Absolutely, 100%. That would be your fault.
Yeah, cool.
So that's going to be, well, hopefully it's just damage you've caused and not, life changing.
Yeah, of course.
Collisions or you've affected someone's life from it.
Okay.
So you're as a driver, you're responsible for doing safe things. And as we've talked about that, we should just explore that. So what would be a safer option rather than drive forwards into your
to reverse around that corner?
Yeah, so this would be a good skill, and let's say that was your driveway, this little side road, to drive past it and reverse into your driveway.
Yeah.
Be safer. So in the morning, drive out.
Yeah.
Because think like we're in winter at the moment, so you get your windows misted up, frozen.
That's right.
Kids walking on the footpath.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it's like in your driveway, but people have hedges, gardens, and they can't see. They're going blinds.
Yes.
Out.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And you're safe to reverse into your own property.
Yeah.
I mean, if you did hit something, it might be your wife's car or a member of your family's car or post. Better than hitting a child or a cyclist on a main road.
Yeah.
So when we're teaching you to drive, we're encouraging you to think about what your options are and what's the safest thing to do, so you make the right decisions.
Okay.
Just because other people do it don't mean it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so we wouldn't drive into a side road and reverse out into a main road because that's illegal.
Yeah.
And it's illegal because it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, potentially dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've just explored that. So if you was going to turn, you could drive just past the junction here, reverse round the corner, and then drive out of the junction. And you could do that on the right as well. You could do it on the right junction. You could pull up over to the other side of the road and reverse in to there.
Yeah.
But you'd have to go back further so that when you return, you can get back to your side of the road.
Okay, I see.
In case someone comes around there. That option, reversing to the right, if ever you did buy a van, might be your safest option.
Yeah.
If you think that's a box van and you're sat there,
you
you'll
can
have
see
vision
around
out
that
of your
corner.
right view, won't you, to see there,
Yeah.
and you'll have the mirror to look down the road.
Yeah.
But it's still risky, isn't it?
Yeah.
In a box van,
Yeah,
reversing.
yeah.
And it means you're reversing with cars coming towards you in front of you rather than coming up from behind you, because they'd be on the other side of the road, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
They'd be on that side of the road. And you'd drive, you're there, you'd look in, see if there's any parked cars hazardous. If it was hazardous, you'd decide not to do it. You'd go and find somewhere else to turn. If it was safe, you could pull up and attempt that manoeuvre.
Yeah.
So we've explored all options.
Yeah, okay.
And today, we're going to do them all. But we're going to start with turning the road.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that'll be our starting place. And you've not reversed yet
No.
at all.
No, never.
So before we start reversing across roads, we're going to reverse in a straight line.
Okay then.
Just to get you
Great.
in the groove, so to speak. So let's just I'll give you the briefing on how we're going to do this turn in the road,
Okay.
so I can get rid of all this paraphernalia, and then we'll do a straight reverse, and then I'll talk you through how to turn the car in the road.
Okay.
Happy with that?
Yeah, perfect.
Any questions so far? Good. And just a quick time out there, you can see why you wouldn't want to do that in a part 3. You can be like, bloody hell, right, come on, TikTok, we're running out of time.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, yeah.
But just, that's an important conversation to have with your people, so they understand options.
Yeah.
Now, that's a bit front loaded. Maybe I could spread that out and just do the turning of the road and then talk about the other things and stagger that with practical in between.
Yeah.
But just really for the sake of the video, it just sort of shows you that we've explored our options.
Yeah.
And there's the road
That's fine.
simulates what we're looking at there.
Okay.
Right. So you're back in. We're back into the role.
So you're going to do a brief on the...
So we're going to do a little briefing about how to do it. Now you already showed me how you're going to do it, so that's good. So I'm going to use this clipboard.
Yeah.
Imagine that's the road.
Yeah.
And this little pot of cards is our car. So where's pulled up here on the left?
Yeah.
And just show me how you're going to do this again. Just imagine that's a little toy car and just put that across. Magic. Done in 3. Do you think we'll achieve 3 shunts in this road?
Yes. Yeah, I think
Do you know how you can judge that? If ever you're in a road on your own, you've passed your test, you think, oh, I don't know, can I do this in 3? Do you know one good little tip on how you can judge it?
No, can you explain?
If you imagine you've got a parked car there, and a parked car on the opposite side, just ask yourself, could your car fit through that gap in the middle?
Yeah.
So look, we've got a couple of parked cars. Could you drive through the middle?
Yes.
If you can, you're on a 3-point turn.
Okay.
If the road was narrow like that and you think, do you know what, I don't think I'd fit through.
No.
As a guide, that obviously depends on the length of your car.
Yeah.
But you're unlikely to do a 3-point
Okay,
turn
that's great.
if you couldn't get 3 car widths across a road.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a good little guide for you, sort of going forward. So a single track country lane. It's going to be difficult. I don't know if you've ever seen Austin Powers.
Yeah.
When he's stuck in a golf buggy in a tunnel. I think he did like hundreds of shunts.
Yeah.
So we'd always be looking for a safer place to turn than that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know we've got a plan of how to do it. So we need to talk about some key skills that you'll need to perform this manoeuvre.
Okay.
And some of them you've already got. But let's just go through them.
Yeah.
What we want is good coordination of control.
Yeah.
So control.
Control.
We want good observations, all round effective observations. And the third part is the accuracy. Yeah. To turn the car around in 3 shunts, if you can, and try not to touch the curbs. If we achieve that, those three things,
we've hit it.
You've done a good manoeuvre. I'm going to give you, like, say, wow, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
So let's talk about coordination and control. So the things we're kind of looking for is your coordination between your feet and your hands.
Okay.
So let me explain. When you're doing this manoeuvre, your left foot is just going to touch the bike. Okay. During this manoeuvre, your clutch will not release.
Okay.
If you've released your clutch, we're going too fast.
Yeah.
So the car will just shoot up.
Yeah. Okay.
Up to about 5 miles an hour. Now, can you imagine how long is it going to take us to cross that road at 5 miles an hour?
Not long at all.
You'll be across there like that.
Yeah.
And we don't want to do that. We want to creep. So you know when you come up to T junctions and you've got a closed junction and parked cars blocking view, how do you do that?
Peep and creep.
You do. And what is your left foot doing?
It's controlling the clutch pedal.
Yeah, do you bring your clutch all the way up and press the gas when you do that?
No.
No, what do you do?
I control it and I ease it up and down.
Yeah, you just hold your left foot steady and the car creeps. And if the kick creeps too much, how do you slow it down?
I then put my clutch down.
Dip the clutch and it rolls to a stop.
Yeah.
If it was on a hill, downhill, you'd dab them brakes. You? Just to hold it.
Yeah.
Good.
Just to help you.
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
So we want that nice coordination and control. During this manoeuvre, when you're on the bike, cover the gas.
Okay.
But don't press it.
Okay.
Now the reason I say don't press it is purely because in this car you don't need to.
No.
It's a modern car. The engine would tick over nicely.
Okay.
And it will kind of adjust the revs because they can.
So you say
if you was in an old car, like an old 12-year-old Clio or something, you might need to set the gas.
Okay.
Because it might stall.
All right.
But,
so
you're just going to cover the gas, and you're going to have to bite.
And then just cover, but don't touch it.
That's it. So we want really kind of nice, precise movements on your left foot to control the car nice and slow, which we'll have a practice in a minute. Yeah. Just to get you warmed up and get you in the groove. Now, and also stick with the coordination controls. What we want to do is, as you're getting the car moving slowly with your feet, your hands will steer quickly. Okay. So slow feet, quick hands. Okay. And we're going to steer to a full lock. When I say full lock, what do you know what I mean when I say that?
When you bring it as far as it can go.
Yeah, it won't go anymore. And what method of steering are you going to use?
Push and pull.
Or pull and push.
Pull and push.
We always pull first. So if you're going to pull, your left hand will come up here. You go over to the other side and pull. Okay. And push up. Right. You can, if you feel more comfortable, use rotational steering to do this. Yeah. If you feel you can do that quicker. Your main objective is to get that steer on quick. Okay. So by the time you've moved a yard forwards, that much forwards, that steering wheel will be on a full lock. Okay. And the car will be moving dead slow. Right. Like an old man on a Zimmer frame, just hobbling along. Okay. So slow feet, quick hands. Now we don't want to have the car moving before you steer, because otherwise, if we steer on the spot, you're going to drag your tyres across the tarmac. Right. That does have a name. Have we ever talked about?
Is it called dry steering?
Dry steering, and we don't want to do that.
No.
One, it's bad for your tyres, not good for your steering mechanisms. Just putting undue stress on your expensive car. Okay. So we'll avoid dry steering. So that's the coordination controls. Now as we go across the road, are roads built completely flat, or do they curve them slightly?
Some of them are curved, aren't they, for the water to run off?
That's it. So as we're going across the road, are we going up a hill or down a hill?
We're going to be getting uphill.
So if we look at my little visual aid,
and then down.
So we go up the hill?
Yeah, and then down the hill.
And when we get halfway?
Down.
So now think about your feet. So going up the hill, what is your left foot going to do?
It's going to be controlling that clutch.
On the bike, so you don't roll back?
Yeah.
And then once you go over the brow of the hill,
I need to be touching the brake, don't I?
Your feet, your clutch will go down.
Yeah. And
your right foot will go to the brake and dab the brakes just to control the roll down the hill to the other side. Okay. So up the hill, your feet will be clutch, cover gas. Yeah. And then you dip when you go over the brow of the hill. Yeah. Clutch goes down, let the car roll, dab the brakes. Okay. Till we get to the other side. Yeah. If there's not much of a camber, we might need to use a bit of clutch just to get us down. Okay. Okay. We'll see how it is. Some roads have quite a big cambers, some
Yeah.
are quite flat.
Okay.
We'll see. All right.
Yeah.
So that's your coordination controls. Now, when we're over here, we need to
Yeah.
think about reversing, don't we?
Yeah.
So we're going to put it in reverse, which we'll have a practice at in a minute.
Yeah.
Talk about that in a minute. And we select reverse. Going to go up a hill. So just think of what we said with the feet. You're going to be on the bike, having the gas to go up a hill.
Yeah.
Then as you start to move, we're going to talk about observations and making sure that's all safe and where you're going to look in a minute.
Okay.
And as the car starts to move, what are you going to have to do with your steering wheel?
Steer it quickly that way.
Very quickly. Because at this point you're on a full right lock.
Yeah.
And we've got to get to a full left lock.
Okay.
Without dry steering.
Yes.
So you'll be busy.
Yeah.
So slow car, fast hands.
Fast.
You'll have twice as much steering to do as you did when you moved off.
Yeah. Okay.
So really quick with the steering, slow car. Now look at the angles of the car here. You're going to go forwards there, and now when you come back, you're sat that side.
Yeah.
So this corner here is nearest to the curb.
Yeah.
Okay. So which corner would that be in the car in relation to where we are now? That one.
Yeah.
So most of your observation will be in that direction.
Okay. Yeah. The direction I'll be going.
The direction you're going.
Okay.
Then as you're steering and moving slowly, and you'll literally move the speed I'm moving this little toy car across, and you're steering.
Yeah.
And now look what's happening to the angle of the car.
It's straightening up, huh?
Yeah, and when we're about halfway, the car's going to pivot.
So I
now
then
this
look over that
corner.
Here?
So halfway across, we're just going to pause.
Yeah.
Switch your observation from the left side to the right side.
So go round.
So you can look in the direction of travel, and you'll be able to see this curve.
Yeah.
Because we're trying not to hit that curve.
Okay.
Then we're going to continue. And now what's going to happen to the car as we go over halfway?
It could roll back quickly.
So this is what we can do with your feet.
I'm going to switch that from gas to the brake.
What are you going to do with the clutch?
I'm going to dip it.
Dip the clutch and then right foot brake.
Yeah.
And if we don't roll, if the camber's not doing
So
what
you
we've
could just
hoped,
lift the clutch.
that's it. Get the car moving slow.
Yeah.
Very good. And then we're going to stop short of the curb. So we're not going to touch the curbs during this manoeuvre. We'll be stopping short of those.
Okay.
And now look at the angle of your car there. If at this point, after the second shunt, if you are pointing in the direction you want to go, you're on for a 3-point turn.
Yeah.
If you're pointing at this angle, 90 degrees to it, I'd say you're 50-50.
Yeah.
You might do it, you might not.
Okay.
If you're pointing the wrong way at this point,
it's going to take
no 3-point turn.
No.
You'll need an extra shunt.
Yeah.
Okay. So our objective, our target is to try and get the car to pivot at this point, to point in the direction of travel.
Yeah.
And we can assess that and think, do you know what? You're on for a 3-point turn.
Okay.
Okay. And so now at this point, the last shunt.
Yeah.
Going up the hills, you'll get your coordination, your controls, you buy it. And observation here, so you've got an A post, a B post here, and a C post. What will your view be like to the left side? Across the road like that?
I should be able to see quite a bit, shouldn't I?
Yeah, so what I want to see is, like, you know when you go to a T-junction that's closed, I want to see you leaning.
Yeah.
And I want to see you looking back behind the seat. So me, I am a blind spot.
Yeah.
If I wasn't here, you'd see more.
Yeah.
So I want you to look in front of me, behind me, out of there, because there could be a cyclist.
Yes.
Someone coming out of that junction.
Yeah.
So you're going to look for that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're going to make sure that's really tip-top observation there.
So look all round as well, yeah.
And then again, we're going to move and steer quickly.
Okay.
Now at this point, common mistake people make is think, yes, I've done it.
Yeah.
Bring the clutch up and press the gas. And at this point, they're on a full right lock.
Right.
And the car can go round there like
oh,
that.
right. Okay.
And if there's people waiting for you,
Yeah.
that's going to be not good.
No.
Because we're going to the wrong side of the road towards them. So it's really important, and I'll stress this while we're doing it, just to stay on the bike, don't release the clutch yet, keep the car creeping, get it round there, don't release the clutch yet, straighten your wheels.
Yeah.
Once your wheels are straight, you're going to check that mirror, that mirror, that mirror.
Okay.
And if it's safe, because at this point, if someone's been waiting, they might go for that overtake, especially a push bike.
Yeah.
They might go up the left side, the right side. You're going to check, and if it's safe, your clutch will come up.
Okay.
And you're going to drive on.
Okay.
And then we're going to pull up because we'll have another practice.
Okay. Brilliant.
So we talked about coordination controls.
Yeah.
Accuracy, we're trying not to touch the curbs. Yeah. And I might need to help you with that. Do you want me to tell you when to stop so you don't bump onto the curbs?
For the first one, yes.
Yeah.
Please.
If I'm telling you where to stop, we'll pause at that moment and we'll get you some reference points. You know when we've done T-junctions where we had to tell you where to stop in before the give-way line? Yeah. You remember how we did that?
Was we using the things here? We used a bit of blue tack, didn't we? Or...
No, that's for your normal driving position, from in relation to the curb position from the curb on the left.
Wing mirrors?
Yeah, lines under your wing mirrors. Can you remember like the give-way lines which come under your door mirrors?
Yeah.
It's going to look different here, but we're on the same page here. Yeah. We're going to be looking where that curb intersects on your door.
Okay.
It'll be different for everyone. Depends on the width of the road, your height, how you're sitting and all that.
Of course.
So I'll tell you when to stop.
Yeah.
We're handbrake neutral. You have a moment just to pick up a reference point for yourself and we'll do the same going back.
Okay.
So for your accuracy, you'll have a couple of reference points.
Yeah.
So we don't touch curbs.
Okay, brilliant.
Good?
Yeah.
And now we're going to get into that observation, but I'm going to bring into a practical element now because we said we're going to do a straight bit of reversing. We're going to talk more about those observations to be all round and effective. Okay, so I'm going to put all this away now.
Right.
Because we're going to do something practical.
Yeah.
So we've not reversed before, and we're going to have a little go.
Okay.
But before we reverse, I want you to remind me of your very good clutch controls going forwards using the clutch peep and creep style.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you're ready,
I'd
like you to start the engine. But before you start the engine, what 2 checks should you make?
Make sure this is on and this is in neutral, yeah?
That's it, yeah. So when you're ready, you can start the engine.
Let's press the button.
It's a key on this one.
Okay.
That's it. Okay, so let's imagine we're at a T-junction closed. Parked cars, wheelie bins, hedges blocking your view, and I want you to demonstrate to me that skill of just creeping the car forwards. Okay. I want you to be responsible of observations here. Yeah. I don't want you to start to move as normal as if a car was coming. I want you to do your 6-point check before you do this. Yeah. So I suspected your seat wasn't in that right position. Yeah. So now you've adjusted your seat. Let's go through that cockpit drill again. So let's just make sure. Yeah. Do you need to adjust your mirrors?
No, I'm fine with them actually. Yeah.
You sure? Okay. Yeah. If you're happy.
Yeah, I'm happy.
So so when you're ready, clutch down, get your first gear, do your observations, like your POM routine.
Yeah. Okay.
And if it's safe, just cover the gas, don't press it, and just get the bite, touch the bite, and creep forward. So have another look, make sure it's safe.
Okay.
Okay. I just want you to creep forwards. So touch the bite, don't steer, keep straight, dip the clutch, dab the brakes. Do that again, just have another look around, make sure it's safe before you do it. It's a good feet. Is it safe? Have another look.
Yeah.
So as you're moving forward, you're looking around, you're checking your mirrors, just check your right blind spot while you're moving. Check your left blind spot while you're moving. Just check this one.
Yeah.
That's it, good, and come to a stop. Handbrake neutral. Okay, so you've just demonstrated those skills that we're talking about going forwards, and I've got you to do a bit of looking.
Yes.
Okay. Now we're going to introduce reverse gear, going backwards.
Okay.
But before we do that, where are we going to look?
In here.
Yeah.
And behind us.
What about down that mirror?
All around.
Yeah.
We're going to look all around.
Can you see the little kiddie over your right shoulder? Over there.
No.
No. Because there isn't one.
I know. You're making me paranoid now.
You wouldn't know,
it's safe, is it safe? I'm like, what the hell?
And what about we got a junction on the left? Can you see into that junction on our left side, over here?
I can, in my blinds, if I turn my head. Yeah.
So we're just going to do a little experiment now. If you check your 3 mirrors, okay, and get your view from behind. Now I want you to twist around in your seat and look directly at the back.
Okay.
is there anything you're now seeing out the back from direct observation that these mirrors doesn't pick up? Is there an object, a part of the road or something, a driveway or something that is revealed by looking over your shoulder that doesn't reveal itself in the mirrors?
I can see that road. I can see down the road. I can see in the road. No, I think I can see everything.
What, just in your mirrors?
Yeah.
So there's no need to look out the back then?
No.
Okay, what if you turn the engine off?
Yeah.
I'm going to go and stand in your blind spot.
Okay.
Okay. And you're going to look and you won't see me.
Okay.
Okay, I'll open that window so we can communicate.
Yeah, okay.
So I just want to demonstrate to you that by you looking in those mirrors, I can disappear
Yeah.
out of your view.
Okay.
And look how big I am. So think I'm a little kiddie.
Yeah.
So we're just going to do that. Because
Okay.
it wouldn't normally need out of roll.
Yeah.
Wouldn't normally need to do this
No.
if you'd pick something.
Yeah, of course.
Now, the scenario here is a bit bland. If we had driveways,
Yeah.
it'd be easier because you'd say,
Could
well, I
see,
can't
yeah,
see
yeah.
number 43's bin.
Yeah, yeah.
But now you're making me go outside. Cheers,
Okay.
mate.
Okay.
All right. And engine's off, yeah?
Engine is
to
off.
make that clear.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so you can hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to walk back and you tell me when I disappear.
Okay. Now, hang on.
Sorry?
I can see you. I can't see you. No, I can't see you.
That was a can't see me.
Yeah.
Demonstration complete.
Okay. Yeah. Further
So-
away. Yeah. So that's something.
So
that could be
I
in
just
a-
took a couple of steps back and disappeared
Yeah.
out your blind spot.
Yeah.
And then I didn't do this right. Then I've got back in, and then I would have said, right now, look over your shoulder, see me.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah. I did.
what
Yeah, I saw
just-
you when I saw you in the shoulder. That's fine.
Oh right. So you looked over, you saw
Yeah,
me. Great. So okay. So now,
Okay. Cool.
does that illustrate to
Yes,
you
it does. Yeah.
that there's a benefit from you looking at the
Yeah.
back?
Yeah.
So if I'd been a child or anyone,
Yeah. It could have been.
could have been the postman.
Yeah. Coming
Could have been
out
another
drive.
car reversing out of their driveway.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have seen you.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have seen them. That's a good combination, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it
Two
is.
cars reversing
Yeah.
towards each other can't see each other.
Yeah. That's. Perfect.
Worse if it's pedestrian
Yeah.
or cyclist.
Mhm.
Good. So that's that point, mate. If you can
Yeah.
just turn your key, because I'm just going to put my window on. And also, actually, talking about awareness, how could you, as a driver, improve your overall awareness? You've got your sight.
Yeah. My hearing by having the window down slightly.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
So if someone walked across their gravel drive, you'd hear it.
You'd hear it,
Or
yeah.
started their
Or-
engine,
Yeah.
rattled their car keys,
Mhm.
whatever. So that's really good. So when I have this window open a crack, you can crack yours open. So you're now raised your awareness. If you
Yeah.
listen to the radio or when you
Turn
drive,
it off.
turn it off,
Yeah.
turn the volume down.
Yeah.
So to raise your awareness of the
Okay.
situation.
Yeah.
Okay. So now with our observations demonstrated,
Yeah.
we're going to do a little bit of reversing. So we've not put it in reverse before. So do you know how to put this car into reverse?
You put it down, press down, and then put over onto.
Good. So if you just like handbrake neutral, start the engine, just check. And then if you just pop it into reverse and leave the clutch down, hear that little noise, that little beep?
Yeah.
So that lets you know you've gone into reverse gear.
Okay.
Now if you just take it out of gear. Now when we reverse, what signal do we give off? Do we signal to people we're in reverse gear?
No.
Okay. On the back of a car,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever
It's got
noticed.
reversing lights in it.
What
Is
colour are they?
White.
Okay. So do you know how you turn them on?
Is that when you put it in there, engage it into it, it then turns white?
That's it. So they come on automatically.
Yeah.
They will come on. Do you know why they're white?
So you see them in the dark.
good. Yeah, it lights up the road a bit.
Yeah.
And it's different to all the other colours in the back, so it just stands out as a different signal. See with white lights in the back.
Is that why they only normally have one white? So it's to look like two lights.
Well,
like
some cars
lights.
have one light, some cars have two. This car's got two reverse lights. Okay. If it only has one, it generally puts it on. Well, actually, I don't know. I'm not sure actually. I think it can vary from what side it's on.
Okay.
So so I'll either get one or two.
Yeah.
So now we're going to do a bit of reversing.
Yes.
So with that observation, it's not just out the back though, because if you're looking over there towards where I stood, how are you going to see what's that little kid over the right side?
So you need to be looking all round.
So it's all round effective observation. So the car's going to go very slow, and you're going to check all 6 points of this.
Yeah.
All 6 windows.
Okay.
Mirrors the lot as you go back, like your 6-point check, but going backwards.
Yeah. Okay.
But looking out there. Now if you wanted to, you're allowed to take your seatbelt off when you're reversing.
Okay.
If you needed to, if it is impeding you in any way.
Yeah.
Was it impeding when you twisted?
No, it's fine.
Okay, so you might as well leave it on then.
Yeah.
Now just be aware, as you twist, you move your hips to get that view. You have to move like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you're on the bite point, what's the possible risk if you're holding the bite and you're twisting your seat?
Your foot could come up.
You could slip, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And then the car would be uncontrolled going backwards. So be very aware of that.
Okay.
You need to get yourself comfy.
Yeah.
So you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you say to push down while looking to help you lever?
Well, we're going to let you have a go. You need to find your own way to feel comfortable.
Okay.
I can't really help you with feeling comfortable.
Okay.
But if you lose control, I've got my dual controls.
Okay.
So I'm your safety net, if you like. If you do slip off that clutch, I'll be on it. So we've got full control of the vehicle. Okay.
Yeah.
You're responsible for observations.
Yeah.
But I will check just to make sure, because I don't trust you.
Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah.
I trust you 99%. I just having the 1% just in case.
Yeah. Well, I've never looked backwards before.
Okay, so when you're ready, into reverse. Listen for the beep. Okay. Cover your gas, but don't press it.
Yeah.
Get your bite. So do you know what happened there?
It was in gear.
Yeah. So it just didn't engage. So I think you've corrected that, but you'll feel that when you get the bite. So get the bite first, and then before you move, start from your right shoulder.
Yeah. Okay.
Observations.
Yeah.
Check all the way around.
Yeah.
Have a good look out the back.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And is it safe?
It's safe to go.
If it is, release handbrake and move slowly. Depress clutch. Get the bite. Just do that. Moving slowly, looking all around. Right shoulder, ahead, mirror, everywhere. Centre mirror. If you had a little reverse camera, you could even have a little look in that.
Okay.
Use all the tools you've got, but don't substitute it for direct rear observation in those blind spots.
Can you stop and then have a look?
Parking
Push
mode
can.
enabled.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you be allowed to stop?
No, just as a pupil. Asking as a pupil.
You are a pupil.
Yeah.
I'm treating you as a pupil.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Alright, so this is good. Right, I'm observing good observations.
Okay.
And then you come to a stop here. Okay. Handbrake neutral. Okay, so let's review where we are with these skills.
So turn the engine off. Is it all at telephone automatic?
You can, just turn it off. I'm only literally going to say a sentence somewhere, but not. So let's just review where we are. Coordination and controls.
Yeah.
Have you got that?
Yes, I have.
You have.
Yeah.
All we've got to do is keep the car stable and put in some steering.
Yes.
Okay. Observations. Are you happy with all-round effective observations?
Yes.
Great. Accuracy. We're going to do that bit.
Okay.
The accuracy is going to come in when we get you across, and I have agreed that I will help you with where to stop. You're going to get reference points.
Yeah.
And do that. And how are we going to deal with if a car comes today? What are we going to do about that?
Stop.
Yeah. So we'll stop.
If we're in the middle of the road, if we're in the middle of the road, we just acknowledge them.
Yeah. Make eye contact.
Yeah.
So it might be an idea to lower your window if they, especially if there might be reflection. So that would be good. So let's get that window fully down. So that'd be good. So we can make eye contact.
Yeah.
they might decide to go round us.
Yes.
Now, as we're training for the first one, and this is quite a wide road, and I'm going to be talking you through, I might make the decision to let them pass.
Okay.
So I'll tell you to secure the car,
Yeah.
and I'll make eye contact and I'll wave them through.
Yeah.
Don't want you to start waving cars through. Okay,
No.
I'll make that decision.
Okay.
And I'm only doing that to keep you relaxed and let them get out on with their life. Okay.
Okay.
Normally, if you were doing this, you would make eye contact and then normally wait for you to carry on. But they'd be a lot more fluent at it at that stage.
Yeah.
This is your first manoeuvre, so we're just going to walk you through it. Okay. Any questions?
No.
Cool. All right. Why are you looking at me like that?
I was just thinking, should we stop it to carry on? Because obviously it uploads.
You know, let's get an attempt in.
Okay, yeah.
And then we can do it.
Okay.
Okay, so you ready?
Yeah.
All right. When you're ready, start the engine, and I'll give you a full talk through for the first one.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll be telling you what to do, when to do it.
Yeah.
If I say stop, stop.
Yeah.
If you don't, I'll stop you.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think I need to go in inputs with the steering wheel. I'll just instruct you to steer more if you're not steering enough.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if here comes the talk through. So clutch down first gear.
Yeah.
Left foot get the bite point. Right foot just cover the gas. Left hand to the top of the steering wheel. Lower bite, just let's get a lower bite because we don't want too much bite because we go fast and wear that clutch. So let's get a nice low bite. That's better. Good. So 6-point check starting from left to right.
Left to right, yeah.
Is it safe? Are there any cars coming? Any hazards coming towards us in
At
the
the
road?
moment, 3 cars have stopped, so it should be
All right,
okay,
so
shouldn't
do another assessment if you're not sure.
Yeah.
And if it's safe, release the clutch, keep your feet still.
Okay.
Sorry, release the handbrake, I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Slight hand back to wheel. Little bit of clutch to get the car moving. Check your right mirror, check your right shoulder.
Yeah.
Get the car moving, need the car moving, don't steer,
Okay.
keep the car moving.
Yeah.
Now steer.
Really quickly, yeah.
Really quickly, just keep your feet nice and still. Don't press that gas. You're pressing the gas. You don't need to do that.
Okay.
And just keep your feet still. Now, as we go over halfway, the car might start to roll. So just keep the car moving, looking left and right as you go, as if you was crossing a road as a pedestrian.
Okay.
Keep the car moving. Keep the car moving. Keep the car moving. Clutch down. Cover the brake. So you're pressing the brake before I even said that.
Sorry.
So let the car move. So get the bite. Roll up forwards. Get it moving. Clutch goes down. Over the brake. Touch brake. There.
Okay.
Keep your feet still.
Yeah.
Handbrake. Neutral. Great. We are now close to the curb.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you have a look at the curb. Where does that come into the side of the door there?
What, here?
I don't know. You tell me. I can't say. That's it. All right. So that is your reference point. Okay. So when we do this next time, that's what you're going to look out for. That'll be your responsibility to do that next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
We've done one part of the manoeuvre. We've got 2 parts to go.
Okay.
So into reverse.
Okay.
Get your bite. Right foot cover the gas.
Shall I?
Lower bite. Lower bite. Cover gas. Cover gas.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we start we're prepared. So
Yeah.
now we start observations.
Okay.
So look to the right. Look all around the vehicle. See where that BMW is going. He's gone the other way.
Yeah.
Is there anyone trying to get past us, or has anyone stood behind this car?
No.
Okay. If it's safe, release handbrake. Keep feet nice and still. Slow clutch. Keep the bite. Bite. Steer quickly left. That's it. So we've got a little bit of movement. Bit of dry steering there, but we can work on.
Okay.
So now we're coming halfway across. Look out the back.
Yeah.
And as we get halfway, just come to a stop. Okay. Keep your feet still, and now touch your brake. That's it. And now from left shoulder, this is where we switch to look to the right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So now from left shoulder to right.
Yeah.
Get your bite. We'll be going down the hill soon, so we might start rolling.
Okay.
So do that again from left all the way around the car. Anyone coming? Anyone behind?
No.
If it's safe, get the bite. Come off the brake.
Yeah.
And now look, get the car moving. You're already on a full lock. Look over your right shoulder. Look down towards that curb. Hear the beeping? That's probably triggered by that lamppost.
Okay.
Possibly. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. Clutch goes down, dab the brakes, stop.
Okay.
Handbrake neutral. Relax, have a breath. Right, over your right shoulder. Where's that curb intersecting with your door? Is it right in the corner?
Almost, yeah.
Cool, that's your reference point.
Okay.
Okay, what's happening to this car over my shoulder?
He wants to come past.
So they're going to let us go, so I'm going to talk you through. So into first gear,
Yeah.
get your bite, cover your gas, hands on the wheel, right hands on the top. That's it. So you got your bite so we don't roll back. Now I want you to look behind the seat, in front of the seat, looking for anyone trying to come past, all the way around the car, over your right shoulder, and I do that again. And if it's safe, release the handbrake.
Okay.
Move slowly, steer quickly. I'm going to say thank you. It's a good steering technique. Don't release the clutch yet, just get the car moving. Check left mirror, check centre mirror, check right mirror, straighten the wheel, bring your clutch up slowly and smoothly, and we're going to pull up on the left. So mirror, mirror, signal. I'm going to say thanks for waiting, and you just bring it in to a safe place, and you can put your little hand up and say thanks to them as well. That's it. Handbrake neutral. Relax. That's your first attempt. I'll just carry on a little bit, because now what we're going to do, if you've got any questions.
No.
Alright, so going forwards to the next attempt, how much responsibility did you want for the coordination of controls?
I'd like to do the observations.
But what about the coordination of controls?
I feel like I can do them.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your job?
Yeah.
Okay. Observations, can you do the observations?
Yeah, I can do them.
Okay,
Yeah.
and what about the accuracy? How much responsibility do you want for that?
Can you just still help me with that one? Just one more time.
Do I? How are you going to judge when you're near the curb when you go
I'll
forwards?
use my reference points.
So could you do that?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll try it all myself.
And when you go back, how are you going to know where the curb is? How are you going to do that?
Use the reference points as
And what was that?
That was where the corner, but it's going to be different, isn't it, this time? No, it'd be this one.
No, it'll be exactly the same.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
so you can use that.
Yeah.
So you can be responsible for that. Now, if you forget anything, I'm not expecting you to be, do everything. If you get in a struggle, I will help you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'd have another go. You'd do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, you'd do it.
Yeah. Okay.
But I might need to pause you and say stop.
Yeah.
Look, you're not looking there. You need to do that. You need to do this and give. But you'd be getting more responsibility
of course.
for that one.
Yeah. No, that's
and
good.
That
would
be that. You can turn the engine off.
Yeah.
And so now we've done an attempt.
Yeah.
So, but I'll leave it on, but just because I want to know what your thoughts are on that.
Watching you do that, it's breaking it down slightly. It helps so much to know what to say to the people, and it is quite in depth as well, isn't it? It's quite a lot of talking.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
There's a lot for you to say. Obviously, for the first attempt.
Yeah.
So you could understand why if you was doing that for the first.
On a part 3 for a 1 hour lesson,
you'd be,
this level of detail. They want more moving.
Yeah.
Just to recap. So it'd be like, okay, you did this last week.
Yeah.
What are the 3 key skills? Yeah. How did you do that?
Yeah.
Good. Where are you going to look? Why? Great.
Yeah.
How are you going to judge where them curbs are? Magic. Do you want me to help? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Agreed. Let's do it.
Let's get it done. Yeah. Okay. But that really does help. Showing.
But that's the foundations. We're putting solid foundations for those 3 key skills.
Yeah.
And you've got it. And it's a shame we just couldn't get some learner in that's never done that, because that we would have total control on it.
And looking back on the video, it's going to show me exactly when I need to be saying what I need. So
and during the briefing, I'm getting you to draw on it, so you can sort of show me
and I think using that little car But you've got actually,
It just
does
saves
help.
lots of
It helps as
rubbing
well.
out.
Yeah, but it shows more visual than drawing, isn't it? So I think it's better to do it like that. Yeah.
So we covered a lot there. We covered like the windows being open. And the I wanted to get lots of the good content in.
Yeah.
And again, you know, people watching this might think, well, that's very long, and yeah, it was long.
Yeah.
And you could argue it's front loaded.
Mm-hmm.
We could do a few and then build more into that. Then we could say, do you know, how can we raise our observation, just scatter that that information more throughout the lesson and get you moving sooner. I definitely would agree with that, because I think, I don't know how you felt. If you was alone, you might think, oh, is he ever going to stop talking and let me have a go?
Yeah.
But I just wanted you to see all the foundations of knowledge and decision making.
Yeah, there's no point missing bits out. So you need to make sure you get a whole
I just wanted to give the full package, if you like.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Just so you can watch it back and think, well, there's a lot of content there.
And also what helps as well is that depending on what their knowledge is, that you might not need to, you can miss some bits out depending on what they know, you know.
Because we got into all the methods of how to turn, so that took a while. And then reversing out of a driveway, and if you had a van, you know, why did I bring that in? Because that's probably not relevant when you're going to drive a van, not just yet, but you know, it's kind of, it is content. I mean, think back to the old part 3, the when it was PS2s, the examiner on that turning the road lesson might, or sorry, reverse around the corner lesson might say, oh, when would I ever reverse round a corner on the right? And of course, everyone know, well, if you're driving a van, because of the restricted vision.
Exactly.
So okay, so we've done all that. So did you want to have a go at talking me through?
Having
a go?
Yeah, I'll do that.
At the talk through.
Yeah.
So what we'd do, shall we